What is going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. It's finished 2-2 here at Old Trafford in what was a very open game, a lot of attacking football, end to end, both sides really going at it, going for the win for most part. And I think it's a decent point. I think we can be proud of our performance. I think we can be proud of coming to Old Trafford under the circumstances. No Kulusevski, no Lo Celso, no Maddison, Van de Ven, Romero only just coming back from injury, Werner making his debut, and I think we can say it's a decent result, and I'm proud of the performance. We dominated possession for long stretches of that game, and I think we lacked that little bit of edge, and we lacked that creativity, which is no surprise when you see the team. I think playing Højbjerg and Skip in the middle, they gave us that bite, they gave us energy, especially in that second half. But when it came to that cutting edge, when it came to opening up Man United, when it came to having that little bit of creativity, getting into the final third and really playing that killer pass, that was what was missing. But we had maintained that threat. We got 2 goals. Richarlison from a corner, really great header. He carries on his good form this season. I think that's 6 goals in his last 8 games or 7 games now. So fair play to him. I thought he was probably my man of the match, Richarlison. I thought he really great header, and I thought his hold-up play was exceptional. I thought in the forward line he was the only one really doing a job for us. And Bentancur right at the start of the second half, made it 2-2. Had to come back from behind twice after conceding within the first 3 minutes. And that was 2 setbacks. There was 2 sucker punches, really. Started the game sloppily. Man United on top, full of energy. The home crowd behind them, and it's no surprise that Man United came out strong. They needed a result for Ten Hag. They needed to show their fire for the manager, and they tried to do that right at the beginning of the game. They really put us under a lot of pressure. We had to ride the storm. We did concede a goal, really great finish from Højlund, and they were just relentlessly in that first bit of the game attacking us down the wings. Porro really struggling defensively. Rashford taking him on the outside, and they were giving us a lot of trouble, and that's exactly where they were getting their joy, and that's where both goals came from. Rashford setting up Højlund. We did equalise from Richarlison after coming back into the game really well. Started dominating possession, started to control things, but we were hit by a sucker punch. A quick ball in behind Rashford, into Højlund. He lays off to Rashford. Really great finish. Very similar goals. The first goal, Højlund sets up Rashford with a little flick, and first goal Rashford sets up Højlund, and second goal Højlund sets up Rashford. Very similar goals. 2 great clinical finishes from Man United. And I think we were probably a bit perplexed how we found ourselves behind, but it did take character to come back from behind on more than one occasion, and I thought we had to stick in there. We had to grow into the game a few times, hitting them very quickly on both occasions. The first one hitting them quite quickly after we conceded. We grew into the game and got from the set piece, and then right at the beginning of the second half, really brilliant team move from Spurs. Romero finding Ollie Skip, plays it out wide to Werner. He cuts inside, lays into Bentancur. He dances into the penalty area, and a brilliant finish from him to make it 2-2. And look, we didn't really look like scoring the winner. Man United, I think, struggled to maintain control of that game. They did have a late chance from Højlund. That would have been a massive sucker punch for Spurs. But I think at the end of the day, draw was probably a fair result. If anyone was deserving of winning it, I think Spurs dominated possession, had more shots on goal. We were the ones looking to win the game. I think Man United were more looking to contain us, and I think that was the story of the 90 minutes. In terms of individuals, I thought Romero had a brilliant return to form, albeit looked a bit sloppy, not sloppy, but a bit leggy in that first half, and he was definitely stretched. But I thought once he grew into the game, I thought the second half was exceptional. Spurs did really dominate the second half. Man United did very, very little. Werner had a decent debut, very hit and miss, I thought. Got into a lot of good positions, especially one in the first half where he was in on goal and had a shot which dragged wide. Did get himself an assist though, a debut assist. Did really well, dancing into the box, laying it in for Bentancur with a really nice finish. So a decent start to his Spurs career. I thought he played well. He showed what he can offer us, but again, he showed his flaws, which are not a secret. Did flatter to deceive when he had opportunities to take on his defender, and there were opportunities as well where he had opportunities to cut it back to teammates inside the box or have a bit of delivery. Didn't really pull off any sort of quality, so that was a shame for him. But I think once we get more creative players involved, once we have Maddison, Kulusevski, Lo Celso, once we have those, I think Werner's going to be a lot more effective. I think Richarlison, as I said before, my man of the match. I thought his hold-up play was exceptional. He was showing quality more than anyone else in the front line. Van de Ven, really brilliant return from him. Looked a bit leggy at the end and had to go off. Hopefully it's just from cramp, but obviously there's always going to be that concern when he's holding his hamstring that maybe he's pulled something, but I thought he had a brilliant performance. Pedro Porro, Pretty Jekyll and Hyde defensively, was caught out, but I thought in possession was exceptional. So I thought in the second half he was absolutely brilliant, and Man United really struggled to contain him, and I thought he put in a really strong performance in that second half. Højbjerg, really interesting performance from him in the number 6 position. I thought off the ball was doing so much good work and was winning so many recoveries, so many tackles, and on occasion did show a bit of quality. Was able to break Man United's press and play through them, but there were just some key occasions where he just needed to show a bit of quality to get us on the attack, and he over hits a touch or over hits a pass and the attack breaks down. So again, showed his why he's good, Højbjerg, but again also showed his flaws, I would say. So a bit of a mixed performance from him, but I'd say mostly positive. I think it was a pretty good performance from him. Skip did himself proud, I thought. Pretty solid performance from him, nothing to shout about. Bentancur obviously got his goal. Wasn't maybe as silky as best, but I thought when he was hot he was on it and he was looking exceptional. Did get took his goal absolutely brilliantly, raw finish and a little touch into the box as well, but there were some occasions where his passes were a bit sloppy, but he's playing his way into fitness, and was able to last 90 minutes. Important to note, he wasn't taken off, so looks like he's really getting into match fitness at the moment. Rodrigo Bentancur, really happy with him. But I think overall, I think under the circumstances, you just got to look at the bigger picture. Bit disappointing that maybe we could have caused them more trouble, and Nana could have been forced into more saves. I would say we had a lot of positions where we could have made more of them, and it'll be disappointing that we didn't. You know, there were a lot of positions where Man United were under pressure and they were stretched, and Brennan Johnson and Werner especially, you know, had a lot of opportunity to get to the byline and show a bit of quality, and unfortunately a lot of the times they were found wanting. But we did get the result, we did get the 2-2 draw, and now Spurs have gone to the Etihad, we've gone to the Emirates, we've gone to Old Trafford, got a draw in all those grounds, you know, gone unbeaten in all those grounds. So I think you've got to take into context this is Ange Postecoglou's first season. It's his first 6 months in charge of Spurs, and we're coming to these grounds and laying down a mark of how we want to play, and we're showing how Spurs want to play our football, even in hostile atmospheres, even in grounds where historically we've struggled, and lesser teams maybe would have crumbled under this sort of pressure, and we threatened to crumble. You've got to remember, in the Emirates we gave up the lead twice and came back. At the Etihad we gave up the lead, we were behind a few times and came back, and again today went behind twice and came back. So again, showing our character, showing what we're all about, and it's all very positive. And I think Ange Postecoglou at the end would have been proud of the performance. You saw he came over to the away end and he was very happy with the point and happy with the performance. Quick mention of Dragushin as well, came on late, did look handy. I think his passing was decent, didn't have to do too much defending, but looked very accomplished when he came on it for his short spell. So I think I'm very happy with the point. Credit to Spurs. I think it's only more positive once we get these creative players back, what a threat we're going to be. And I can see Ange Postecoglou why he's excited for these players to come back, because you saw what was missing today, and what was missing is exactly who we've got to come back: Madison, Lo Celso, Kulusevski, and that makes it all the more encouraging and all the more exciting. We can put performances like this today with the midfield that we had, you know, Skip and Højbjerg, which is not built to create chances, and we still were able to come away with a point and show our character. So really positive, come away with a point, move on to the FA Cup against Man City in 2 weeks' time, which is a massive game. But we go with it with no fear. We've bloodied the nose of the big boys away from home, and let's show them what we can do at home. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought of today's performance. Who was your man of the match? And I want to know all your opinions, but I'm happy with the performance. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Like, subscribe and comment below. And as always, come on you Spurs.